Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I've been kind of out for a while and I haven't done anything because I've been in the process of doing some research because I want to look at some of the dating sites, and I've been kind of researching those to kind of see what's going on. And I'm going to do a video here about those in the upcoming future. But nevertheless, I thought before I go there, I want to cover another topic. And I feel like I need to put this one first because if you meet anyone, whether it's in person or on the dating sites, it's just some things I think you should look out for. And I've kind of made a list of 8 things that I've noticed, and it'll help bring some of this stuff to light for you guys to kind of pay attention to, and that maybe you can see the warning signs kind of early. So I want to cover like 8 things to look for to show that they're trying to control you. Now, if you've ever been asked to do something and you really didn't want to do it, but you did it anyway, it's because they're trying to manipulate you. So I've been in situations where girls ask me for something and my gut instinct says not no, but hell no. And once I tell them no, they don't like it. And then they go off on this tantrum, start saying things, being negative, because basically their behavior is not controlling me. I'm standing by my no, okay? It's either no, I'm not going to give you, or no, I'm not going to give you any more. But either way, I'm standing by my no, and I refuse to be controlled. So with the 8 things I'm going to cover here, basically what they're trying to do is train you to think and behave and respond the way they want you to do it. So basically you'll pretty much be on autopilot, okay? They'll ask you for something. If you say no, they'll get angry, they'll throw a tantrum, and it's basically to get what they want. So they're trying to manipulate and control you. So then, as the Filipinas trying to train you, what they want to train you is to meet their needs and to ignore your own. And this is just straight up manipulations. And that's one of those defining features that I've noticed about the Filipinas. They like to manipulate the foreigners. So I'm going to cover some 8 things here, and I hope you stay until the end. Like, subscribe, and share, because I want this to help other guys to kind of pay attention. So now the first thing I want to cover here is what I call the buddy technique. Now, what this is, the buddy technique is like they're being nice, they wanting you and her to be friends, but it's all superficial. Basically, all they're trying to do is win over your confidence, get you relaxed, okay? It's kind of like what a casino does. You sit there and gamble, they give you free drinks, they get you drunk, and they take all your money. Same concept. They start conversations. The conversations last for about a week, 2, 3 weeks. And if you notice during the few-week period, they're ghosting you. They'll come on just long enough. Hey, how you doing? Chit chat. Okay, I gotta go. And you might not hear from them for a few days. Then all of a sudden they resurface. Now going into about the 3rd or 4th week, here they go with the problem. Can't get in school, family need food, all this other stuff. And they start asking for money. So basically they're trying to, on the buddy technique, they're trying to soften you up first and then come in for the kill. Now, on number 2, it's what I call, they want to offer you intellectual empathy, okay? Now, here is where they go and they will say, they'll ask you for a favor, or what they call a favor. So they're asking you for money. However you want to put it, you say no. Now here they're going to say something to the effect of like, yeah, I know you have a problem. I know things are going on with you, but I really need your help. Okay? So they're trying to show empathy to your situation, but at the same time, they want to come back and still ask for help. Now, logically, if you look at it, if your friend asks you for help and you're unable to do it, they leave it alone. They let it go because they understand you also have a problem. But with the Filipino, they don't do that. You know, you can tell them your world is falling apart and they still want help. And this is something I've noticed. They don't have empathy for anyone else. They want you to ignore your situation and only give to them. And I've often hear them come back and say, so like if they ask you and you say no, so let's just create a scenario. Let's say she asked you for $4,000 and you're like, no, I got to get my car fixed. I got to spend $50,000 to get my car fixed. Yeah, I understand, but I only need $4,000. Well, did you not hear me say I need 50,000 pesos to get my car fixed? So you see, they don't care that you got to come up with 50,000 pesos as long as she get her 4,000 pesos. Your situation don't even matter. But they play that empathy to try to get you to feel like they care about you. But in actuality, they really don't care about you. Okay? So now here for number 3, they'll try the now you owe me scenario. So basically how this works is they'll do nice things for you, and usually it's something small, okay? It's something small just to get your attention, to get you to thinking that, oh, she's a good girl, okay? She's gonna do for me as well as I do for her. Well, this is what they're doing. They're setting you up for the kill. So what they do is, when you're helping them, what they're expecting is they're setting you up that they can get 3, 4, 5, 10 times as much from you than you gave to them. So see, it's all a ploy to pull resources from you. So now on number 5, they want to discredit you, okay? And they'll say all these words to discredit you because they want you to feel that you're gullible, and they basically want you to stand down when they're throwing their tantrum. So with this in mind, when you're telling them you can't or you don't want to do something, they kind of go to anger. And when they do that, they might say something like, the way you do things is crazy, the way you think is crazy, why you want to think like this or think like that. And basically what they're trying to do is make you feel like you're gullible, okay? And then they want to make you feel like, well, if I give her what she wants, she won't think negative of me. And I'm going to stop you right there. If somebody wants to think negative of me because I'm not giving them my money, they can have at it. Because I'll tell you one thing. If someone gets angry at you because you're not giving them money, that's a sign you're doing something right. That's it right there. But that's what they'll do. They'll tell you your thoughts is bad, the way you do things is bad, they don't like the way you do things. And they're doing this to kind of pull at your heartstring, and you'll start thinking, well, if I cooperate with her, she'll think good about me. No, it doesn't work that way. If you give in to her that one time, basically what's going to happen, she's going to say, I got him. He's a sucker. I know how to use him for the next time. So watch out for that one. On number 6, we're going to talk about the invalidation. Now, with that, and it kind of similar to number 5, but kind of different in a way, because they basically will still talk negative and talk negative about you and that you don't know anything. Now, right here, I want to share kind of a personal situation with you. And as I was making my list the other day, this one came to my mind. One time I was walking through the mall and I saw this girl. She worked at the mall. She worked at one of those little kiosks. And we got to talking and we exchanged phone numbers. She seemed to be very kind. When she got off from work, she called me. We met up and had dinner. So the pattern was, I've noticed whenever we go out to dinner, she always had to have a restaurant that served broccoli. And that would irritate the shit out of me, because we would spend so much time trying to find a restaurant just so she can have broccoli. But on one of those occasions, we get into the taxi and we head back. I'm going back to my hotel. And while we're in the taxi, she's asking me for money. Am I going to send her money? And if I'm going to send it automatically without her asking. And I'm noticing the taxi driver keeps looking in the rearview mirror at me as this girl asks me for money. So finally, when we get to the hotel, I just told her, I said, look, I'm not going to give you any money, and I'm definitely not going to send it to you automatically. Here is where she lost all composure. And I almost lost all composure. The first thing she said to me was, how can a God make a person like me? Now follow me here, because I wouldn't give her my money. She says, how can a God make a person like me? Now she's in my room screaming at me because I don't give her money. Now keep in mind, she was a Muslim, okay? But the first thing she says is, how can a God make a person like me? And secondly, and here's where I almost lost composure, she says, if you want a woman for sex, why don't you be with your daughter? Right there, I told her to get the hell out of my room, because I wasn't going to tolerate that. No disrespect. And as I began to put her out, she tells me how she's going to tear up the room and break the phone and do all this stuff. And it was okay. And I said, I'll just call security. I called security and immediately got her out of my room and never looked back. So these are some of the things they will do to you, to threaten you, to bully you, for you to give them some money. So you have to watch out for the invalidation. Number 7, they want to threaten you with the silent treatment. Now, this is the passive-aggressive women that you may find. So they'll ask you for something, you say no, and basically they'll go silent. Simple as that. And what they're hoping you're going to do is ask, why are you silent? Why are you not talking to me? Okay? And basically you're going to come and grovel and give them money, and once you do, they start talking to you. Now, in my early years of going to the Philippines, I've noticed that one, and I fell for that trap. But now that I'm older and wiser, I don't fall for it anymore. Yeah, I will admit, in the beginning, I fell for it. So you have to watch out for that. You know, they'll go silent, they won't talk, and they're trying to, basically get you to give in to what they're wanting. But once you say no, and which a lot of times I feel you should, because they want you to be a walking ATM, I feel you should just say no and leave it at that. If they stop talking, let them go. Find another one. Because we have to keep in mind, it's harder for them to find us than for us to find them. And that's the part a lot of the men don't get. Now, last but not least is number 8. And this is where they get with their last resort. And that's when they go into the anger. Okay? You don't give them what they want, they automatically get mad. Now, a lot of them, with their anger, they employ a lot of those other tactics from 1 through 7 because it's all coming out in their anger. And mostly you're going to see it with the ones you've known for a while. Okay, so say, for example, you've known a girl for a while, you've helped her for a while, and now you may have gotten to where say, hey, you know, I got to do some stuff for me now. I can't keep doing this for you over and over every month. Okay, so here's where within their anger, all this other stuff comes out because they're angry now because their source had been cut off. And with the source being cut off, they don't know what the hell to do because they don't know how to think outside the box and get what they want. So basically, you've enabled them to sit down, do nothing, rely on you to send money. They don't have to think about where to get it. They don't have to get no kind of training because you've been feeding them all along. So they're just sitting back on the easy street. So now that the train is coming to the station and stop, and they not getting the money like they should, they're pissed. And all their anger is going to be unleashed on you. And guys, here's the thing. You have to be able to stand there and look at that anger and say, I don't give a crap. That's it right there. Stand flat-footed and say, I don't give a crap. And let it ride. Let them go off. Let them give you the silent treatment. Let them be quiet. So I'm sharing these things with you to help you see this, so as you interact with them, you can see the warning signs early and let these girls go, because they will take you to the poorhouse quick, fast, and in a hurry, and you'll be wondering what happened. So I hope this is helpful to you guys, okay? And I'm hoping it's helping someone. So, you know, feel free, share these with your friends, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share, and be on the lookout for the next video, and take care.